In the heart of Jachi Pramso, a small community in the Bosumchi constituency in Ghana, stands a beacon of hope and opportunity, Osei Adutwum Senior High School. This institution, named after the man who brought it to life, Honorable Dr. Osei Adutwum, is more than just a school. It's a testament to his unwavering commitment to education and his belief that every child deserves an opportunity to learn and succeed. Dr. Osei Adutwum has given an account of his life, always remembering the struggles he went through in his education growing up. He said, and I quote, "I had to go through many hardships just to get an education, but I never gave up because I knew that education was the key to a better future, and now I want to help others to do the same." Born in humble circumstance, Dr. Adutwum's passion for education drove him to overcome numerous obstacles, and eventually, inspired by his own experience and motivated by the desire to give back to community, he established Osei Adutwum Junior High School.
Integrity and perseverance, we shall
Hello and welcome to the Transformation Agenda series on education. We are inside Jachi, the hometown of the Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Osei Adutwum. This is the Osei Adutwum Senior High School, and it used to be the Lakeview Senior High, which was a school for the Minister for Education. Becoming the Minister for Education gave it up for government, which is now the Osei Adutwum Senior High School. We are here today to also tell you a story about this school. So excited to be here, finally, to the school named after the Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Osei Adutwum. And I'm excited to also be part of this history where we enter and then we find out what is in this beautiful facility. The headmaster of the school is Mr. Kenneth Edupoku, and he's going to welcome us into the school and tell us all about the school.
Welcome to Osei Adutwum Senior High School in Jachi in the Bosumtwe district of Ashanti region. Osei Adutwum Senior High School did not begin as a government school. It was founded by Dr. Osei Adutwum, Minister for Education, when he was then in America. He was going and coming down all the time. Having benefited from the education system in Ghana, and then having done so well abroad, he decided to come back to give to his own people what he had gained. So when he came in 2011, he founded the then Lakeview Senior High School by securing land from the then chief of Jachi, who happened to be Anna Amwatin the First. So the school began with 10 staff members, including teaching and non-teaching staff. The first headmaster was Mr. Abebio. He was headmaster from 2011 to 2014. And Mr. Dacosta Champon, who happened to be his assistant, took over. So it was a private school until 2018, when Dr. Adutwum, being a patriotic citizen who so much loved his people, decided to give up the school free for the people of Jachi and the government of this country. So since 2018, it has been a government institution with the name Osei Adutwum Senior High. As you rightly said earlier, it was not only named after him, he founded the school. And we are grateful to him for that. If we are all working here today, it's thanks to the Minister for Education that we've gotten the opportunity to head the school and others are teaching.
We heard previously that when the school was a Lakeview Senior High, scholarships were given to some of the students.
Yes, when Doctor realized that some were brilliant but needy students, he decided to institute a scholarship scheme.
Bible says, the ofata ni munyam no yeshena ni munyam. Yemfa ni di ma de ni di mo. Ofata se yes ade no ma no. If say enye nipa nyina na ebetuma yes ade no. Oba no bosumtwe de. In fact, oma yate de mekanisa awo school mu. Ana ni nkura nhye ne se de osika safa school ho no. Se wo yakola kora no bon a ama onya ni je se obeko school no. Ana wababo awofo ni bebre. Ya won kwara bi a na omomodin bo ne koni mba na awofo ni bi. The area district mu a enipa a wode omo scholarship a me atumi de me ba aya dance here. We are fair, we are SS one. That time, go near friend Adutwum, near friend Lakeview. On one near private one, and son of Bedani. On one man about the scholarship on the SS. Into the deserve say this house of man. At that time, Colaba handed an over. On one school, you con 3 years
and this was helping a lot of people in the community to come to school and others from outside the Bosomche district to also come to the school. She was later joined by one Miss Dawn Sutherland, who came to help a great deal in offering scholarship to the needy students.
Okay. Now, I see 2 buildings here. Can you tell us about them?
The first one you see is now girls' dormitory, but it began as the main classroom block when it was Lakeview Senior High School. It had 8 classrooms and 3 offices.
Okay.
And then this used to be the boys' dormitory, this small one there. It is still a boys' dormitory. At the time it was instituted as a private school, we did not have a girls' dormitory. So girls, we rented some rooms outside for them as boarders, and others were coming as day students. So it now houses the girls in the school, the big one on my right hand, and the one on my left still continues as a boys' dormitory.
So what's the population of your school currently?
Currently, we have 930 students.
930.
But the first batch placed here by the CS, Computer School Selection System, Placement System.
CSSPS.
Yeah. CSSPS. The number was 342, and it has increased from 2018 up to 930 today.
So what are the courses that you run here?
We run 4 main programs. We have general arts, general science, business, and home economics.
The minister has been talking about interventions for students who come to the senior high school with lower grades. Do you have students like that who come here? And what are some of the things you do to get them on their feet?
Yes, it is true. Government has introduced what is called the intervention, program. An additional period has been added to help those students that are weak, who came in with weak grades. And we use that period in dealing with such situations so that they can be brought at par with those that are very sharp. So that is what we are doing.
Okay. All right. So let's look at the culture of reading. There's something that the minister introduced as the DA, drop everything and read. Do you have a system like that where students are given the opportunity to read at certain periods of time?
Yes, we have a library here, and we have a library period on our timetable. So during that time, we allow them to go and read. On Saturdays too, when they finish their house chores, they come into the room to read on their own. So that is what we have introduced here, and it is helping a lot. Look, this edifice we find ourselves in now was put up by the current political administration of the country, led by Nanado, in 2020. It has 11 classrooms, 4 labs, a library, and then 4 offices belonging to the administration. Because my office is on this block. So the labs are physics, chemistry, biology labs, and an ICT lab.
So you do a lot of ICT?
Yes.
But it's not a STEM school, right?
It's not a STEM school, it's a senior high school. It's not a STEM school.
Do you engage in science activities? Have you been in
yes.
STEM innovation competitions and all those things?
We have, yeah. I joined the school only last November, and then we are joining this year.
Oh, okay.
The letter has come out, and we'll soon join in any competition that is organized from above.
I understand that some girls came third.
They are a STEM school,
okay.
And so when it was first introduced, they joined.
They joined.
Yes.
Okay, so the STEM innovation is actually for STEM schools, right?
No, all schools are included.
Okay.
But then I think when it was first introduced, it was those STEM schools that first joined, massively.
So your school is also disability friendly?
Yes, it is true. It is disability friendly. You can see that in there.
Have people who are have disability challenges?
We have a few.
A few
of them.
How do you integrate them in the system?
Oh, we integrate them in the classroom. They are part of it. Okay. They are not, segregated. They are all included. And then we care for their needs, especially when lessons are going on. You know that somebody with hearing, problems, you cannot make the person sit at the back. You bring the person, and then you include your teaching with a lot of science.
MP, our entire education minister, Osei Adutwum. Abai bayi enoma wanwaso wayama Ghana man Asante man ani Gyache man owura ne de Nyankopɔn na nanom na yede beda nase na ansakura no na obaba Ghana no na nsem nyakwai ekɔ US ono an school wanwaso abrante na gya no ho abetra Ghana oboaye no senke nyanusu enipa edu awa Ghana kaisen ka Ghana ayekra behwe enti obaye school ahodo enyam na meka Ghana Asante memu ani Gyache memu bosomotwe yeto abama no enfia kakra obaye papa no waya ade papa wasabaso bode ana obaye nso yenya nitua education enoma aba ene nkwala stem odi baye TVET just nwanwa na me fasa akwanya we so e de asrabai yesi empanyfo se de onu to no ana de egina twene ano so ba ye se de education wasi aye yesi yetiti bebre se abanso ye probi abobo ni chidom me stay ewura doctor baumia se Osei Adutwum wasafata esanse de waye no ye bisa so obo no o mane babu na chidom a na dwuma be mlekra enchai nipa bebre bi firi srem e bi fira se de obi aka even yenia no man dis for kra no wo mo kra to mo no tuo se Osei Adutwum de waye ade na obi anso wa asema mekan obi anim se gatro na meka ayi obi anim sem papa no ba no modern bo a wa bo ma Ghana mai ye fa Gyache kra de a waye bebre wa boa ka kwai ayeye papa ntimesre ye vice president mesre na daroma wono so ntwere ni enhwe ye owura no na nipa bebre wonimu a so ma ne be ye wa be de akira wa wunu ho da wa ba wo se wayi nipa na Ghana man so nyina nso enam sa ablante ni nso nti no won so ye be tawachi ama ya to aba no bum ade amawo nti ye da amanfo nyina ase no mo nso ye nyina nso mfa paibo enta Ghana ye vice president eno mamu ni nyina se benya asumdue esanse asum
ye from Pastor Kofi Queen from Gyache Pramso Gospel Faith Mission International. Se pese me kafa Dr. Adutwum juma obedin o mantam ha na Gyache Pramso ha say because ye ba say actually yenim sere na school yi 60 year da shasia said na asia ye doctor be so school yi mu pe even old ayini nyina wa clear ni nyina sisi akese de e me de jikran say ni school bia we si bia delay e ko fast o ye kwan so improvement what is so bia e de the position e say adwuma yam gidi say ka minister na Ghana ke betumpon tibedana se ne hu scholarship or de aba even area hakwa engineers last time mete se work or person or mude ba area ha no in fact manage doctor hu pa wo school sem because obe so mu ne nim school a obe si wa ha ne dia o de sha so hand ma abai hwe ba bia school dia de bai akwa do ne nkura because first kan ni pay to be frank ne du pa share ni better obe so mu a o de nyoma hihye sem ho ahwan hwe nkura free even me ma bebere kra de bai aba high school tie pese I appreciate doctor improvement sonko dia ba education sector no nyamisha no pa so bia tim ye ne sa bi di Ghana ka be kakra by 10 years and 20 years na ye nya akora bi akwa Ninam street obia benya ne nsa no dwuma ye de bai aye.
I'm Samuel Kusi, the chemistry master in Osei Adutwum Senior High School, and as we can see, our school is well equipped with all the scientific resources that are required as far as chemistry is concerned. If you look at our laboratory, we have all the essential resources that are needed. This expensive item here, the fume chamber, the minister provided this We have our electronic balances. We have our test tube racks, reagent bottles. We have our hot plates. So we are very grateful that we are in such a school and the minister is really taking good care of us. And my kids are also enjoying our lessons because we have all the resources that they need to enhance their understanding and cooperation in the lessons. So once again, we will say a big thank you to Dr. Osei Adutwum.
All right, so what is going on here?
Okay, so we are here to use the electronic balance to measure the mass of a solid, which is the copper sulfate. So we are having an electronic balance filter paper. This is the petri dish, and this one inside is the copper sulfate. So we like to measure the mass of the copper sulfate inside because that one is our focus. So we cannot directly measure the mass of the copper sulfate on the electronic balance. So first, we have to measure the mass of the filter paper. So you place the filter paper on the electronic balance. So a mass of 0.61 gram is obtained. So after that, we transfer some of the copper sulfates onto the filter paper. So the mass of the copper sulfate plus the filter paper is also obtained, which is 1.30 grams. So when we want to obtain the mass of the copper sulfate, we just subtract the mass of the filter paper from the mass of the copper sulfate plus the filter paper, and the mass which will be obtained will be the mass of the copper sulfate.
My name is Seth Asamoah. Yes, please. I'm the biology master of Osei Adutwum.
So tell us about biology here, the study of biology.
Biology, we know, is the study of life, the study of living things and how they interact with the external environment. One thing about biology is it has to be real. So we have to have gadgets, we have to get the equipment, the specimen for studies. So we have to relate practically with the students for them to know what we are talking about. And fortunately for us, we have all the equipment, we have a standard lab, and the lab caters for all the students. We have 30 at most in a class. The capacity of the lab is 30. So we have 30 students coming to each section. So each class will have its own way of learning. We have most of the specimen here we normally use for demonstration purposes. We have the mannequin for anatomy. We have the various gadgets we use for practical work. So the students can equally relate to what we are teaching. Aside the theoretical aspect, we have the practical aspect they can relate to. As you can see over here, we have the microscopes, we have the various equipment, as I equally said. Students that have left our school to the university are equally also doing well. We follow them up. So they are able to relate with whatever they are teaching them over there because we gave them what they really needed over here. One thing is, when we teach, we don't just teach, we educate. So it's for life. So one thing about what we teach here, we send them out to also go and test their faith to see whether what we taught them was of much importance to them. And the testimonies they are bringing back is quite good. So we will say that they are able to relate to what we are teaching them. And once they are here, when you ask them some questions, you get to know the feedback as to what we are giving them. Once I came in, I've seen a totally different environment. The way the rules work here, the way teaching is done, the way we are punctual when it comes to coming to work. And even students relate to punctuality. School just reopened last week and everyone was present. So the next day we started teaching. One thing about this school is that because of the one that established the school, the minister, and let me give him that applause. He did very well by bringing into reality this standard establishment. This is a world-class facility. And one thing we must know is that we are also working to make sure his name also is up there. We'll never do anything to tarnish the image of the minister. So we come here with the mindset and with the motivation that we are working. and not just working for government, but the name on the school too is something we must also try and work to protect.
We are studying microscopy, and this is our microscope, and this is our permanent slide. So right now, what's on it is the vertical section of an embryonic cell of a mama.
Embryonic cell?
Or an embryonic cell. Right now, this is an embryonic cell of a mama. So it's the stage after the egg develops, it becomes an embryo before it becomes a fetus, before it becomes a baby.
Okay, so you are studying that.
Yeah.
What does it do? Why should you study it?
Right now, if you study it, you have knowledge about reproduction, about our own systems, and also throw more light on education, about how to keep your reproductive system, and also more light about our whole body, because we study also about the blood and how to keep during the periods of pregnancy, how to manage yourself during those periods.
Okay. Tell us about biology study here at Osei. How is it like? The teachers, are they okay with you?
Yeah, the teaching is very nice, especially our teacher, Mr. Seta Samoa. He uses, sometimes he brings projectors for us to use in the class. And for example, when we were doing dentition, he taught us how, all the parts of the teeth. We also have our skeletons, which we use. So it's very practical. Sometimes we use our physical teeth so that we see it physically. So everything is very nice. And sometimes too, the minister visits us to see what's going on. I'm very proud at this moment that I'm in this school, Osei Adutwum, our prestigious school, Osei Adutwum Senior High School. We thank the Minister of Education for establishing the school. And we also thank the government for initiating the free SHS. They feed us in every sector. They come checking up on us and everything. We thank him for everything they are doing and what they are about to do. And the other projects they are also initiating, like our dormitories and that. We thank him very much for everything he's doing. I and my mates, we promise to be diligent and study very hard so that we will pass and get a good name for the school. And also one day we will come with flying colors and we will come here with a good name that will also add value to his reputable name outside there.
My name is Elliot Salah, a teacher teaching at Adutwum Senior High. This is our ICT lab, and we are privileged to be given computers, and this is a place where students come here to learn ICT. And with the help of ICT, it makes teaching and learning very interactive, and it's also make teaching very easy. And the children always enjoy it. And we are very grateful to Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Osei Adutwum, for giving us this platform or giving us this opportunity by providing us these computers. And we are also grateful to His Excellency for championing digitalization. And now because of ICT, now we can also say that we are also closer to advanced countries which are also into IT. With the help of Dr. Adutwum for giving us this, we are able to enroll students. We are doing elective ICT, which also enable the ladies to also come on board to know more about ICT. And now technology is taking over. We believe that by 10 years to come, 40% of the work that exists today will disappear. And in the advanced countries, to 60% of the work that we are doing currently will disappear. So with the help of technology, we'll be able to also fit into the working environment. So we are very grateful to Doctor, and we know that as time goes on, more things will come. The presidents also have taken this initiative by including this school by giving us a tablet, which is a SMI tablet. It's also coming to support what we are currently having. And all the syllables, the textbooks, everything have been loaded on it already. It's also make learning very interactive. And the children, if they are, whatever they find themselves, they'll be able to use this tablet for their benefit.
This is Osei Adutwum Senior High School, Jache. Recently, the school was invited among 25 other schools to attend the launch of the Ghana Smart Schools project at the International Press Conference Center in Accra. We went, and then the launch came on. I was there with my assistant headmistress, domestic, Mrs. Martina Bosu. In fact, when the government said this, some people did not believe it, but it was true. By the time we came back, the machines were ready for collection at the regional directorate. And we were given 186 boxes. So one is here to be demonstrated to you to show that what the government said is true and not a lie. The machine is here. This box contains 5 of the tablets. We have the tablet here. We have the keypad here. The remaining boxes are in it, 4 of them. And this is the one we have removed. We also have a power bank. And then we have a charger and a cable for the power bank, as well as one for the tablet. And then we also have earpiece for it. We also have earpiece for it. We have a bag that each student is going to put the tablet in whenever they are moving to and fro the class. The tablet is made in such a way that it contains all the books that the topics to be treated in the school, are put. So each student is going to have the easiness of taking the tablet to the classroom without taking the books along. I'm not saying they are going to get rid of books outright, but if you want to leave the book behind, you still have the topics on the tablet for use in the classroom. And the system is also such that at 10 p.m., as we were told, you cannot use them. Just to control how the students use it. You cannot use it for any other thing apart from your studies in the school. What I can say is that this administration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has done very well for education in the country. He has really transformed education for the past 7 years, since 2018. We know more will be brought to the school. I also thank the Minister for Education for remembering his own background. This is Osei Adutwum Senior High. We are part of the system and we feel included in all activities of the Ministry of Education.
I go by the name Josephine Asariwa Kwabia. I'm the head girl of Osei Adutwum Senior High School. Today, I want to thank the President and the Minister for Education. I want to thank the President, the Minister for Education for setting up this school. We have access to food, water, equipment, and other facilities, which helps us in our education. And now they have provided us with tablets, which also helps us in learning.
My name is Amo Osu Prince. I'm the head boy of Osei Adutwum Senior High School. I want to use this opportunity to express my warm gratitude to the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the Minister for Education, Dr. Osei Adutwum, for setting up this institution. I'd like to thank him a lot. I would like to thank him for all the things he has done for us, especially setting free SHS has been helpful a lot. Free SHS has helped me to interact and socialize with others in the school, to learn different cultures from people outside the country and even inside the country.
My name is Joseph Yabuatin. I teach government at Osei Adutwum Senior High School. In fact, the school, as its names indicate, are taken after the one who established the school in terms of discipline. I think the orientation we give to the students and then linking it and aligning it with the person who started the school has given the students this hope that if they put themselves in their books and they study well, they would one day become like the minister. And so in terms of discipline, they discipline themselves very much well. You don't struggle to get them to do what is expected of them. And many of them are able to manage their own time. Recently, what is happening in this school is that the students themselves, group themselves, they've put themselves into study groups where they are trying to study by themselves. And there is this general hope within the student fraternity that they will be able to pass by themselves, and that you see their preparation, they are going up and doing everything. You realize that they are really preparing, and we believe and hope that they would come out with a very good grades. At this point, we have not much to say than to thank the Minister of Education for the investment he's making in education. I think he's doing so much, and in respect to helping these students, and for some of them, I can testify, had not been this policy of free education, the minister together with the government has brought in place, may not have been able to be in school at this point. So we extend our thanksgiving, sincere thanksgiving to him, the Minister of Education. We haven't forgotten about the president whose initiative has brought this free education for which these students are enjoying. So we want to thank the president, we want to thank the ministers and all the stakeholders. I can't also forget about the able headmaster in the school. The headmaster is doing so great. He's really so great. The way he is impacting on both the teachers and the students, there is a positive outlook. When I talk about positive outlook, I'm talking about positivity in respect to work, attending to extracurricular activities. Everybody is positive, and we believe that the sky is our limit. We would get far so far as Osei Adutwum Senior High School is concerned. So I thank the headmaster, the management, and all students for the good job they are doing in the school. Thank you.
I'm Jomo Abebiu Joseph. My role in the school is to teach Christian religious studies and also giving counseling services to students. I'm also trained as a professional teacher, just like any other teacher. So a classroom, I just use some modifications. That is what I have to teach. I have everything on my laptop, I have it on my phones. I learned it, and the children also, the students have the handouts, the books that we use. So we read the books and we explain to students. My laptop is not different from any other laptop, only that I use the screen reader. And that helped me to read whatever is on the screen. So that is what I use. I can use the JAWS, that is JAWS, Job Access with Speech, or the NVDA. When you buy the laptop and you don't have these screen readers on it, already they have what we call the narrator. So you just activate the narrator, just like the Samsung phones and any other Android or the iPhones. They have the talkback and other things on it. So immediately I buy it, I activate it and started using it as you may be using yours. Okay. I'll start from my teachers. They have been very collaborative. Though some of them may not have been associated themselves with visually impaired, but my staying here has been enjoyable for me. And the students, the same. When they come to class, I think some of them were surprised to see the blind person standing in front of them to teach. But I was not born blind. I attended the old system up to Form 4. I was doing science, and there was a domestic accident at the dormitory, and then gradually I developed the blindness. So I can write certain things on the board, only that I can't occupy the whole space of the board. But certain words I can write and I can guide them. So starting that, they become happy and want to associate themselves with you. So whatever I want to do, I will get them to give me the support. I don't have any problem at all. My minister, my MP, my boss is exceptional. To me, comparing to the ministers, the few ministers of education that I've seen, is doing marvelously well. It's up to the task, and I don't know what to say. I'm short of words to describe him. He deserves the position, and he's doing whatever within his power to ensure Ghanaians have good education.
I am Master Amos Owusu, a tutor for economics. Here, what we do is that we make sure that the students understand what we do. So we've devised various strategies, like putting them in various learning groups that help them to get to the deep what we teach here. Again, we want to thank the Minister of Education, Dr. Osei Adutwum, for building a school and then giving it to the government. And then we also want to thank the government for her free SHS policy that has enabled many students to be enrolled here. We want to say that we appreciate it, and then we want to see it progressing as we lived on. Thank you very much.
Doctor, another woman, and the school, but the modern body was born with the baby. I'm a assistant for a Subia, so almost much. My boy, Nissan, not in Tumpo screen, said the baby answer the Koso, and the new tower and to us and Conin to be the masters. Some of them was my banner baby to 2 years. Am I?
Bosumuchi and Potama, Cronia Makuma 66. But Pian one Puntunumania day, and Koya. And no, I am for the trans in Woman say, Yakoda, Yasha MPs, Yasha ministers. Ah, as a son, Pian Pessia Sonocrano, Yahunia Matisa, but why young one, my dear? Share and Quada, what do I call school, any Pama Kuma 100 on 1 8 school fee.
Said I am Panicas and Nipaya dia or Jai. Now, 7 Panica, Sansa Fadia or the train. Honorable Osei Adutwum, Sir Obedi, Obatana Kunya, say MP no. I am more than one bo, Ediama or my gun and Yina. And a judging Kwa, Ofagana Fanana, what is your bonny deal, baby? That is all you'll be upon homody. Now, we'll be upon homody, son, sono. Say, Nananum, any penny 40 or Naya and your BB and Treno. I'm more who say. A modern boy, a son and unwenia. A bet we cry bunabum. A gina was an animal come boom. Now you shall come, Pabia Befasua. You best be a treno. I'm on who said Juma Warrior, a Juma Pa, a son and unweny. A tobacco soon, ye. Now why ye dear change say, I'm a Ghana mine, a Santa mine, the Chimine, and Yan home for so be brave.